Hey, I'm Claire.
And I'm Terra.
And you're listening to No Contingencies, the PCB pod.
Yeah.
Hi,
Welcome
Terra.
back. Hi.
Welcome back. I want to start off this episode just by saying thank you so much to all the support from all of our friends and family. I am, not that I didn't think we'd have support, but I'm just like genuinely blown away and like touched. And we're currently recording episode 6, and our first episode came out probably about 2 weeks ago. And then
just dropped our second one.
Yeah, I just dropped our second one yesterday, the day before. And I am just so like grateful for the positive reactions. And I also wanted to give a special shout out to Miss Soraya Hooker. Thank you for your continued support and for being basically our number one fan. I don't know if I've even told you about Soraya, but she listens to our episodes like the second that they drop. And she said, she sent me a voice memo, which I'm not going to play it, but she was like, when I listen to No Contingencies, I feel like I am in a car seat, listening to my mom and her friend talk, and it's just so like calming and relaxing. Also, Soraya asked me to not say this, but if you are a 6'5" tattooed man who likes sharks and diving, Soraya is in the market for you.
Thanks, Soraya.
Thanks,
I did
Soraya.
not know you were always listening when it dropped. I don't know. Who's Soraya?
Soraya is my friend from Pineapple Willie's.
Okay.
And she's like much younger than me, and I don't know. You know how like whenever you get into like your 20s, and I guess now like my 30s, and it's like it's no longer weird to have friends who are like 5-10 years younger than you. I mean, my best friend is 72. We have a 42-year age gap.
And also your neighbor.
She's my neighbor, but she's also like my best friend. One of them. Anyways, so
no hard feelings over here. I'm just joking. I feel like I'm so far forward. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me just do a scoochie and I'm gonna just adjust. Okay. I feel like I couldn't see you. Sorry.
So we just became like really close. She's like one of those people that like I love this person, and she's so like sweet and gentle and kind, and it means a lot to me. And we also have another fan who actually I found out that our second episode dropped because this person left a comment on our video. So I won't name names and give that person the satisfaction.
Okay.
But thank you to that fan for tuning in and listening to us.
And dropping a comment?
Dropping a comment on both videos.
On
YouTube.
I don't think I've looked at any of the comments. I didn't know we had comments on.
Apparently we do.
We do.
So thank you to that
kind.
friend. Thank you to all of our friends. And you're listening to No Contingencies.
Yeah, the PCB pod.
The PCB pod, baby.
Thursday.
Thursday. You have a closing Thursday. I have a closing Thursday.
Yes. Okay,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's moved up, but yeah, I think we're going to be.
When are you closing?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Awesome.
Yeah.
So Sun Lane came on the market 40 days.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Right around there.
40 days. Got an acceptable offer.
Yep.
And next week you guys will get to know what it closes for.
Yes.
Do you have a hard time like not telling people, not in the sense that like you want to tell them, but like do you ever slip up and you're like, oh, we're closing at this price? Or like, do you think that was something that happened to you more early on in your career, or this is about to pop?
I'm sorry, my phone is vibrating. It's not important.
It's okay.
I feel like, you mean like when you're under contract, when people are like, oh, what are you under contract for? You don't want to disclose the price.
Yeah, of course. You can't disclose the price.
I don't like to do that because there's often times when you go under, and depending on how you click it in the MLS, whether you're going to be like pending or taking backup offers, you don't want to make it an issue you don't want to give anything away. So I feel like I typically, it depends. Sometimes I will disclose what we're under contract for, and sometimes I won't.
Yeah. You'll disclose to who? Like talking to friends and family,
yes.
Or like other agents?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like
family.
in our office, like the people that I'm like closest with, or that like have been in the game for a long time, like I don't mind telling them. But like typically whenever like another agent asks, they'll be like, I have no interest in this property, or like I don't have anybody.
Well, I like it. Yeah, I like it if it's like within our office, because I feel like also too, I'm like, hey, does this,
Yes.
I want to make sure I'm not making I want to make a good choice for this deal. So I think within our office, a lot of people will typically know. I have like a close knit group of people in the office that I would tell.
I can't imagine what it's like to be our office admin. Shout out Jill. Hey Jill, I'll say your
Jill.
name. I can't imagine what it's like to be Jill and like know everything about everybody's transactions, and she's just tight-lipped.
She really is.
And it's not that I've ever like asked her, but like she's never slipped up. She's never anything.
Never.
But I guess like I don't know if you have to like sign some type of like paperwork saying
some NDA.
Yeah, but like no, not an NDA. But I mean, she has never.
She just probably gets all the gab.
Yeah, I love whenever like I'll ask her something. She'll be like, I can't tell you that. I'm like, you can tell me.
You're like, but for real.
Yeah, I'm like, Jill, come on, just tell me.
This
but
is
no,
like
she
friend
has
chat.
never one time done anything to
Jeopardize.
Yeah.
So yeah, closing day.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you. Congratulations. Long time coming. Y'all, Terra has gone above and beyond for the seller. Like when I say above and beyond, I mean like spending 30 to 40 hours of your own personal time, like cleaning and not estate selling, but like selling this
I think that's a good way to say. I definitely went above and beyond. I do say this. I feel like sometimes people might have a misunderstanding of what a realtor does. And I know oftentimes there can be some bad reps out there where they're like, oh gosh, you get, 6%. And obviously with the lawsuit that has happened with NAR, and I feel like they poorly handled that, but that's neither here nor there. But I think it goes without saying there's a lot of upfront projects that need to be done and completed that I think that a realtor is responsible for, and is also there to help you as your seller. And I do feel that it takes on a lot of responsibility to get it out there, marketing, and then getting it ready. And then it depends. And I think it's just transactionally based, like we always say. I'm willing to go above and beyond, and I have a big heart. And if I see that a seller needs a little bit more than like maybe what a standard package, there's no such thing.
Yeah. And you said there was a little bit of like, not tough love, but just like a little bit of like firmness of like, this has to be on the market by this day. Like, and there was a lot of hand holding, but there was also like tough love. And like, I almost feel like the deal that you are doing and the amount of like love and care and work you've put in, it almost feels like a family transaction.
It felt very much like that.
But
I really do.
An older man that needed that help. So hats off to you, girl. Congratulations. You've earned this commission, and I'm so happy for you. And I can't wait for those just sold mailers to go out. And
I gotta figure out a way.
Maybe No Contingencies at No Contingencies Pod on Instagram will give you a little boost.
Shout out.
So yeah, I have a closing on Thursday for my aunt and uncle. They're buying a cute little townhome. And I am so excited for them. I've had my license for 4 years, and I feel like we've been looking for the last 3, but not consistently. I mean, like touch and go. Hey, I saw this place. What do you think about it? We're not sure if we want to be in this area. We know we want this, this, and this. My uncle is so excited. My aunt's excited too, but my uncle is just like, he's thrilled, and I'm so happy for him.
They finally found the one.
Yeah, they finally found the one. Like when we walked in, I was like, this reminds me of y'all's like primary residence. Like it's just so them. It's really, really cute, and I know their daughters are excited too. Ellen, your second time being brought up on the podcast. First time we were picking on you. This time we're happy for you. So,
can't wait to see the view.
Always happy for you though, sweetie. So I'm really excited for them, and it's been, for the most part, a pretty smooth transaction. I never like to like say like it was great until everything's done.
Yes.
I mean, I know the seller signed today, and then we are signing on Thursday.
Yeah.
But I'm just like thrilled to death, and I feel like I'm in a good groove right now of I had the property swap happen, and then I've got this, and then I've got something else under contract, and I'm like, look at me go. And I'm really proud of myself. Thank you.
You should be.
I'm really proud of myself, and I feel like I have earned the right to be proud of myself for all the work that thank you, Terra, all the work that I've put in.
And I see you have new merch there on your head.
do. I have my new merch. If any of my beautiful, gorgeous fans would like to have a Claire Newton Realtor hat, I have a link. Believe it or not, I do have a link. I made this hat, so
I saw you showed me on the website, and you were showing me all the stuff that you had.
Tara's like, we don't care. I already saw that.
No. We've already discussed this. No, but you were showing me the link and all the ones. That's why when I saw you walk in, I was like, Is that your new merch?
The t-shirt came in, but I felt like it was better to just go hat today.
It's really cute. I love it.
I can't go like t-shirt and hat and be like
decked out.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. Here is me and my merch.
Link below.
So yeah. I'm really excited for both of us.
Yeah.
And
momentum, you got wind in your sails. And I think it really is in this industry. I feel like when you have wind in your sails, it's such a positive feeling, obviously, because you've got things going, and it's like it's consistent, and you're in the groove, and you're in the mix. It's when you have like those lulls in between that you're like, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? And then like something happens, you're like, whoa. But I feel like you can definitely it's like a little bit of a positive,
it's a confidence boost.
That's what it is.
Like I feel like I've like got my lick back, and I don't want to like be too excited, because whenever that lull does happen, because it will happen, I don't want to feel like, but for right now, I'm really enjoying the momentum that I have, and just like, knowing like, I don't know, I just feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
Do you, whenever you like have deals like this going on, do you love to like get on the hot sheet and just like see your name on there?
Yes.
Or just like you'll go to a deal you have pending, you're like, that's my name.
Yes.
pending.
Yeah.
Terra sap pending.
Yeah, top producers, all those things
yeah,
for you.
Yeah. And then
God,
I'm like, I hope all of my friends that are realtors, they're like going down the hot sheet, they see like Terra.
Yeah.
They see Claire. They're like, that's my friend.
Of course.
Because whenever I also get really excited for other agents when I'm on, you'll look at the pending or the solds, and it will, on MLS, it will have like the property, and then it will have listing agent, selling agent. Whenever there's like a $3 million deal and the agent gets both sides, I'm like, I'm so happy for you. Like, you ate that up. Good for you.
That is like a dream deal too. But that's a lot of work too when you're doing both sides, because that's representing the transaction and making sure everyone feels confident and comfortable when they walk away from a deal, that no one, it's a tightrope to walk.
I mean, it's like a dream situation, but the amount of pressure.
So much.
Imagine being like, please get to closing, please. So anyways, I'm really happy for both of us, and yeah,
the finish line.
I feel
like it's so fun because I think when we started this podcast, I had just gone live possibly and did like the first, and it's been a while, and obviously this comes out a bit later, whenever we record. I think we're probably about a month out before it hits, right? When we do our episodes. Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But
behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's how the sausage is made. Oh gosh.
How the sausage is made?
Yeah, have you never heard that term before?
Girl, okay. I have
when
a lot
you see
of
how the
Southern
sausage
sayings.
is made, you don't it like ruins it for you. Literally.
Oh, okay. Like when that video went viral about like the McDonald's chicken nuggets, like how they're made.
Yes, that's exactly. That's a perfect saying for that.
I have a lot of like Southern sayings that I'll say, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" I've never heard.
I don't know if
how
that's
the
Southern,
sausage
but
is
I've
made.
definitely heard it.
I guess it's just like an older saying.
Are you calling me old?
No. My neighbor said something the other day that was so funny. I went around the gym and I took a poll of like 10 people. I'm like, do you know what get your goat means? Do you know what that means? Like, I'm just trying to get your goat.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that. No.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Get your goat sounds like you're trying to get yours too. I don't know.
It's like when someone is like trying to like play a trick on you. Like, I'm like trying to get your goat.
I don't think I've
Google it.
I don't think I've ever heard that. And I've heard a lot of sayings too. Get your goat. I think the sausage made is pretty straightforward. But get your goat seems like something that
no one in the gym knew. There was like one older person. Get someone's goat. Oh, to irritate them. Yeah, to mess with them. Like, I'm just trying to get your goat.
I guess if you had goats and someone stole your goat, that would be irritating.
No, if I had a goat and someone stole it, if it was like a big one, I'd be like, it's fine. You can have it. If it's a little baby one, I want it back. Okay, so good segue. Yeah. Goats. When's the last time you went to Zoo World?
I will be honest. It's probably been about a year and a half.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
I try to go once a year. I love Zoo World. The exhibit with the parakeets, and they can come and like land on you, and you like have the little budgie sticks. I want that in my house when I'm older.
You want your own little like
parakeet enclosure.
What's it called? A terrarium? No.
Aviary.
There you go.
But I don't want big birds. I want parakeets.
The little tiny ones, yeah.
Yeah, I had parakeets when I was younger. And I would just love to have like a big room and they can come land on me, and like that would be
It's fun. Do you ever find that
I'm crazy?
No. I was thinking, do you ever, because I was just like thoughts, but I was thinking about, there's a couple times that I've gone there, which it is kind of one of the highlights anytime we go, that, and obviously the feeding farm is what I call it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's all they really need over there in Zoo World. It's not very big. And that would just be just enough, like a little petting zoo farm is what it should be.
Yeah.
However, I feel like those are the two areas that are the highlight. And anytime you go into the little bird area, I'm like, you're either in it and they are just going wild, landing on your head, arms. You could be like full on. The homeless one and the homeless lady in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Great movie, by the way, where you just have like all the birds on you. And then other times you go and it's like they don't even want to be bothered by you. Like you're not even there.
Can you imagine?
They probably just got fed.
Birds?
They're probably full.
They just got
from
fed.
like another group that came in earlier or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But the kids love it and they love feeding, and I do like the feeding area, which is where the goats are, and other animals, of course. But
last time I was there, this little baby goat, it was a week old, kept escaping, and so I picked it up and I got to hold it, and they were like, "Put the baby goat down." I was like, "Will do."
Yeah. You're like, I don't want it to get away.
It was so cute and little. Malachi, flash up a picture of me with the goat. I'll text it to you. I think I'm also wearing this shirt in the goat picture. This is my only shirt. So
it's okay.
That's why.
So yeah, I don't go often.
What about other like tourist things like Ripley's, Wonderworks? We just got the Topgolf, Which I was laughing because on our first or second episode, I was like, have you ever been? And then I think literally that week, the next day. Or no,
we tried to go.
After.
We tried to
go.
go.
So for the next episode that comes out, we had just gone to Topgolf.
You did?
You and I and Tom did.
Oh,
we went and had lunch.
But we didn't play Topgolf, though.
No, we just had lunch.
Yeah.
That was really random to just like go to Topgolf to eat lunch.
I know, it felt like it was a bit of a tease.
Tom wanted to, and we love Tom, so.
Yeah.
And it was also kind of for his birthday, but not really. I didn't know it was for his birthday until Terra was like, birthday lunch. And I was like,
Topgolf without playing any golf.
Yeah, Topgolf with no golf. Happy birthday.
I do like that. So touristy things we do like to do. We have definitely been to Ripley's, believe it or not. The kids are a little bit older, but when they were younger, I used to frequent these places more often. Definitely love Wonderworks. It's still a good spot to take the kids because they're 8 and 10.
Wonderworks is awesome. I went for the first time a few weeks ago. It was so
I think
cool.
it's the second story that has like all the fun interactive things, like the bubbles that you can, like the kids love to hang out there. And then the top floors where they have the ropes course, which
I really wanted to do that, but you have to wear closed-toed shoes.
That's right, you didn't wear them.
Yeah, so I was pretty
fun.
bummed. No one else in my family wanted to do it. I was like, y'all, like this looks fun.
Yeah, you have to like some good core strength.
Yeah,
but
maybe I shouldn't.
No, it would be fun. You'd be surprised. It's actually a really fun thing to do. They also have the same kind of thing over there. Have you ever done the wheel at Pier Park? Like got on the wheel and seen?
Yes. I had never been on it before. That is definitely something I would recommend to anybody that comes to Panama City. Panama City Beach, go on that wheel. I mean,
Pier Park,
especially at sunset, like it's one of the best views of the beach. You can see the Gulf, you can see West Bay, incredible sunset. It's like air conditioned. It's really nice.
It is.
I did the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier in Chicago when I was there a few weeks ago, and I was like, this is so fun. Like, why don't I do more Ferris wheels? It's like a little scary, but it's fun.
Yeah, but it's a great way to see the city, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
Chicago was having the Air and Water show when I was there, and the Blue Angels were there. And Audrey, my best friend, her mom told us that one of the Blue Angels. One of the Blue Angels. Yeah, one of them. One of the Blue Angels blew out the windows in one of the office buildings. I was like, do you just like contact them? You're like, hey, you owe us for these windows. Do you file insurance? Like, imagine you can't go into the office.
Process for that, I can't imagine, but it has to be something government related. You know, I've never seen one of those shows.
You've never seen a Blue Angel
Maybe
show?
when I was really little, because I moved to Florida here in the Panhandle when I was 10, so 30 years ago, aging myself.
When you were -5?
Yeah, when I was like, not even thought of. I might have gone, and maybe I just don't have a memory of it. Maybe even before we moved here, but I don't know if it's that just me conflating like all these videos I've seen and like, you know, stories I've heard from friends. I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen an air show before, but not the infamous one we have here in Pensacola that runs across the beach.
The Blue Angels were.
I know, I didn't go. I know. Sorry.
I mean, I didn't go either, but I was at the pool and I saw them. They were like,
right, but I've never like actively, like I can hear them and stuff. I've never actively gone, because I know a lot of people who take their boats out, post up on the beach that day. So I've never done the whole experience.
It was interesting being in Chicago because Audrey kept being like, oh, it's the Blue Angels. Oh, it's the Jets. And I don't even hear it anymore because we have all the, F-16s flying over from Tyndall Air Force Base. Like, it's just like another day to me. And, you know, I live closer to it than you do.
You
like
do.
They are always flying over. This morning they were flying over, which I love. I love the fighter jets, but she was like, don't worry, it's just the Blue Angels. I was like, oh, I don't even hear it. It doesn't bother me. What does bother me, I love you, our United States Air Force military. Love you guys. What does bother me is whenever you guys are flying over at like 11 p.m. at night, and I know we got to get our night flights in, but I'm like, can we do this? Like,
maybe like at 10.
10,
like anything else that has like a
but Sound of Freedom, baby, so I'm okay with it.
Definitely.
A subject that you and I wanted to talk about was living in Panama City versus Panama City Beach.
Yes.
Tell me, like, what do you think? What are your thoughts? What's your argument for living on the beach versus living in town, if you have one?
No, I think my takeaway is that it's oftentimes very different, I think. People who will just be like, oh, you're from Panama City. And I'm like, oh, no, I live on the beach, because it is different.
But people who aren't from here think you live on the Gulf. They think you live.
I know, and I'm like, no. Like, exactly. I'm like, no, like there's Panama City Beach. So I had family come in town like a couple weeks back, and they were from Arizona, and they were like in love with the place. We took them to the island. I think I've talked about that in the past episodes. And then And then, they were just like, whoa, this place is awesome. And they were looking at different areas of Panama City. They weren't realizing Panama City Beach. And they're like asking about the schools and the location and just like any place. There are the good spots and bad spots. Like you just have to be aware of your surroundings. I do think there's a difference to some degree on where you're at in location. Price point, I think, is really different too. I also think that can be conveyed when you're in Panama City, I think, versus the Cove, getting closer to the Bay, versus anywhere north of
Lynn Haven.
Like the minute you're south of 15th Street by like St. Andrews. And I mean, there's some spots I think you get a good deal, but I feel like once you get closer to the Bay, right?
Yeah.
Water is everything.
I was just trying to see where you were going. Yeah, I mean, I would say like in my neighborhood, so I live in the Garden Club. I don't mind saying that. No one knows what the Garden Club is. Like the Garden Club is like Beach Drive, and then you get all the way up to 11th, which then becomes 15th, which is 98, and then to 23rd.
Okay, I did not know about that area.
Yeah, the Garden
that's
Club.
what it was called.
So, I would say the closer you are to the water, the prices go up, but not by like $100,000. I mean, it's also going to depend on like the home size and like the condition that it's in.
Right.
Because Panama City, there are areas of Panama City that are still tore up from Hurricane Michael. I mean, there are several houses in my neighborhood that still had tarps on their roofs.
Yeah.
And it's like...
They're older homes, and most of the time, I would say, and I don't want to like make a blanket statement, but I do feel like it's a lot of people a little later in life who own their homes outright. And when you own your home, you don't have to have insurance.
Well, and a lot of people got scammed and robbed when the hurricane happened,
which is terrible.
I met this woman recently, and she told me that a roofer scammed her out of like over 20 grand. And then I think what she told me was that his employees came back and looted her storage unit, stole all of her stuff, family heirlooms, all of her jewelry, everything. And so like when you're out over 20 grand and you have no like worthwhile items to sell, like what are you supposed to do? And it's just like, it is really sad, the destruction that's still here. Hurricane Michael was October 10th of 2018, and we're in 2025.
Yeah.
7 years later. And
almost coming up on the...
Anyways, circling back to living on the beach. Yeah. I would definitely say you get more bang for your buck in town.
I would agree. I do feel like too, and depending on where you're at on the beach, there's areas that are a little bit more sought after. Obviously closer to the coast is more money. And I would say like where our areas that our offices over in Riviera Beach, things do get a little bit pricey as you get a little bit closer per street. It's almost like a grid street over there in Laguna Beach area.
Closer to the water.
Closer to the water. Yeah. I'm like 50,000 more. And then also too, I think there's another thing that would, like when you have investors and investment opportunities and people want to do them for like their second homes or VRBO, Airbnb, that is also a thing that is insanely like valuable. So people know that they can price their home or will get that.
Well, there's also, I think a lot of people put value on anywhere that the code does not allow short-term rentals. I mean, if I lived in one of those little neighborhoods, I would kind of prefer to be somewhere that there's not short-term rentals just because, I don't know. That would just be my preference.
I think
for no particular reason. I just would prefer that.
I think most people view it that way too. Like if you're a full-time resident, you don't want somebody coming in and out. We love our tourists, but I think whenever you're living somewhere full-time, you do think like anywhere from a week to every 3 days, 4 days, or to a week, like I said, you have new people either next door, across the street. And I did live in that for a little bit when we were on the West End, and it kind of was like wild to see like the influx of people. I don't know if I said this before. There are no stipulations.
No contingencies?
On short-term rental in Bay County, unless you have an HOA.
Meaning what? I
don't
know what you mean.
There are some pockets. For example, the house I just sold, there used to have some sort of covenants, and I do feel like we've probably touched this on a topic before, so forgive me for repeating myself. It's what I do best.
Forgive me.
I had to call to confirm and make sure that I was advertising it correctly, and they're like, we have no stipulations on any short-term rentals unless they are within their own HOA of all Bay County. And I was like...
Including Open Sands and Bidowee and...
Those will have their own HOA. You get what I'm saying?
Bidowee and Open Sands have an HOA?
I believe Bidowee is short-term rental. You can do short-term rental.
You can?
Oh, yeah.
I know Open Sands.
Wait, maybe there's a street. So this is where it gets tricky. There's like a street or two where you can, but it would have to have its own HOA. Again, spoke to somebody in the city or in the county, and they were like, we have no stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always been like little pockets where you could not do short-term rentals. And I think the reality is, to circle back what you were saying, you would want to be somewhere where you wouldn't have to deal with short-term rentals all the time as your neighbors. And maybe they have some sort of covenants where they keep getting grandfathered in, or they re-up on it. I don't know, because I know that they don't last a lifetime.
So if something has an HOA, does it automatically not allow short-term rentals, or
No.
would that be a decision of the HOA?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Because you have to think about the condominiums that have HOAs, and so
But there's also plenty of areas. I used to live off of North Lagoon in a little neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, not even a neighborhood, on a street.
Yeah.
And no one short-term rented any of those homes. So I feel like there are little pockets like where it is allowed, but people just,
correct.
no one's going to want to rent on Country Place off of
Yeah.
North Lagoon. Like,
But
there's
if somebody
no pool, no walking distance.
Right. But if somebody wanted to make it their second home and
Yeah.
let people come rent it out, if they choose to rent it, there's
Yeah.
no stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
That was something new that I learned. I feel like I might have brought it up on a previous
Maybe.
episode, but just a fun little fact, something. And that's what I feel like being in real estate is. Like, you learn so much. And it's also like important to be up on your area with that kind of information, local loves.
I would definitely say like the beach has far more short-term rentals than in town.
Mm-hmm.
I love living in town. I really do.
Yeah.
I used to live, like I just said, off North Lagoon on the beach. And like, it was fun and it was a good time. But I just feel like there's such a greater sense of like community over in town. When I lived on the beach, I had nice neighbors, but I never really saw them. And I never felt like, well, my neighbor's never going to hear this, but like, no shade, girl, love you. I never felt like I could like go to her house and be like, hey, I need help with something. Or like, if my car broke down, I didn't feel like I could be like, hey, like, could your husband come look at this? My neighbor now,
Your BFF?
yeah, my BFF living in town, like, before we were ever really friends, she bought me a motion sensor solar light and installed it at my house and was like, it's kind of dark where you keep your trash can. I don't want you to like be scared at night or trip over your pavers or anything. And I was just like,
how considerate.
So considerate.
Yeah.
She also like has helped me fix things. Why did I just wave? She also has helped me fix
Did
things.
he tell us
I know, I'm like, hey.
That's Everett behind the camera.
Yeah, that's Everett. He is our studio manager and we love him. She's just helped me like fix things without me having to ask, and it's been that way with everybody in my neighborhood. Granted, I do live by like mostly older people, and so that's just, a different generation, but like every single person on my street, I feel like if I knocked on their door and I was like, I need help, they'd be like, what can we do? How can we help? Like, what can we do? You know? And so I really love that just like sense of community. And I also love both downtowns, downtown St. Andrews, downtown Panama City. They're both just like growing so much. There's so much to do. They offer so much. Great restaurants. But I will say the tourists are coming to both areas, you know?
Yeah.
Not like they do on the beach, but like I would say kind of like the older crowd. But I've had friends reach out to me that I went to high school with and that are just my age from Dothan. They're like, hey, what do you think of Harrison's? What do you think of the new No Name? Like, can you give me a recommendation for downtown St. Andrews? I just want to try something. So I think that's great. I think it's awesome.
I love it. I do too.
But
I feel sorry.
No, you're fine. Living in Panama City, I think I really prefer it to the beach.
Yeah. It's got they're two totally different vibes. And I agree with you. I do feel like you probably get more of a community over there.
Also, before we get too far away from the subject, I do like the older homes. I feel like the beach
so much more character.
Like, so much more character. Yeah. But I feel like the beach, like the oldest stuff there would be like 50s, 60s.
Yes.
Well, not even 50s. I would say like 60s, but mostly I would say 70s, 80s, and then new, all the way up to stuff being built today. But like my house was built in 36. Like my entire neighborhood is like historic, and the Cove is the oldest neighborhood here, you know? So I just love the character, the charm, and just like a good old house.
Yeah, no, I think you are hitting, oh, that was the chair, not me. It's like,
you think I'm hitting what?
Stop. I think you are so correct on that. I do love that about that. It's just like an old little charm, and it's beautiful. And my son used to do, he used to do the yacht club. God, we're on it today.
Ba-boing.
We used to do the yacht club a couple summers back, and I was driving that direction quite a bit. And it is so beautiful out there. And this was granted post Michael too, and I just remember hearing about all the mossy oak trees that had like, unfortunately, there were so many more, but still so beautiful. And it's gorgeous. And I love it. And I do feel like downtown St. Andrews and, you know, the revival of downtown Panama City Beach is helping.
Downtown Panama City.
Oh, my bad. I said Panama City Beach. Is helping because if you think about on the beach, we don't really have anything like that. I mean, we have Pier Park, which is great for what it is.
I think about that plenty. Like, what would you consider to be the downtown? There's not one, but I mean, Pier Park, I would say, is like the hub. But
it's the hub.
I do wish that there was like a downtown Panama City Beach with like, you know, like elegant places. I mean, I guess like the strip mall with Firefly. That's my downtown Panama City Beach. That is my truth. Firefly is the original downtown Panama City Beach restaurant.
Strip mall. I love that.
I love you, Firefly. Okay, so I had a listing appointment before this, and I went into the condo, and it is, they bought it from the builder at Aqua, and they had an original Firefly menu in there. It was like this big.
Oh.
And it had half as many items, and they used to have pizza, but they had a lot of stuff on there that was like still on the menu. Like they had the butter lettuce salad, the pepper stuff filet, whatever.
Oh, yes.
It's like $15 more now than it was back then. But I mean, that's like what, 2008 probably. And they had all this stuff. And so Tom told me, he was like, you should take that with you to Firefly and just bust it out and be like, can I get the margarita pizza, please? But
they'll be
anyways,
like, ma'am, I'm not sure where you found that, but
they're
it's
like,
not.
Leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so anyways,
there's on the, it would be Pier Park is the hub, I would say. And that's about
Pier Park is definitely the hub. And Pier Park is booming.
It is.
Booming. Dolly Parton, Top Golf, all of the restaurants, all of the stores. Pier Park is a great addition to Panama City Beach, and the surf park is coming, which is going to be so fun.
I know. I can't wait for that to open up. Still not really sure exactly what it is meant to be as far as membership goes, but it's exciting nonetheless. I know, but it's like, it was supposed to be like a membership only or something. I'm not sure. The first schematics of what I've seen.
Okay, well, they got me, girl, because I'm going to sign up, and I don't know if I'm going to surf, but I am going to like bounce on the wave pool. I love a wave pool. But I mean, we do have a free wave pool.
Yeah.
So
the golf.
Yeah, the golf. Have you ever noticed that locals say the golf? They say golf instead of golf.
The golf.
Golf.
Did I say the golf? I probably say golf.
No, you don't say golf.
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 Oh, you mean like that long? I'm sorry. Saline?
Saline.
It's Celine. She doesn't know how to say the name Celine.
I do know how to say it. Saline.
Say Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
She probably.
Anyways, what were you gonna say? I can't do the Saline thing right now.
She'll start laughing.
No,
oh my God,
I mean,
why am I
we've
wheezing?
gone over this like 4 times. It's saline, okay? What were you gonna say?
I was
about the golf.
No, I just say the golf. You know, you were saying we have our own wave pool.
Anyways, happy football season.
Happy football season.
Roll Tide, go Bills.
Yes, Can
I get a Roll Tide, go Bills?
Go Bills.
I'm Claire.
I'm Terra.
Thanks for listening to No Contingencies. We'll see you next week.
Bye.